In this GCSE lesson, we are going to revise on how to solve simultaneous equations using the elimination method. We are going to start with the basic elimination, and then we move on to more complex questions up to question 5. So, the first question here, which is the basic elimination, says, use the method of elimination to solve the simultaneous equations which are 2x plus y is equals to 9, then 3x minus y is equals to 11. The first step is to write the two equations, and then we number them. So the first equation we can call it equation 1, then the second one we can call it equation 2. The next step is to find between x and y which one is easier to eliminate, and we do that by checking the coefficients of x and the coefficients of y. Like in this case, the coefficient of x in the first equation is 2, and in the second equation it is 3. So since the coefficients are not the same, it is a bit hard to eliminate x, but if you check on y, you'll realize that the coefficient of the first y is 1, then the coefficient of the second y is also 1. So it is easy to eliminate y. So let us eliminate y. And to eliminate y, I can pick the y of the first equation and write it there, then the y of the second equation, and note that here it is negative, so it will be negative y. The reason why I did not put positive here is because you don't need to put a positive here. If I write y like this, it means it is positive. The first y is positive. So from there, I can say is equals to, then I ask myself, which sign will I put here such that when I take this y and this 1, the results will be 0. And that sign in this case will be positive, because if I take positive multiplied by this negative here, it will be negative. So then it will mean I take y minus y, which is equals to 0, which we needed here. So the sign we are going to put here is positive, so that positive multiplied by negative is negative, and then that negative becomes y minus y is 0. And now that we know that sign is positive, then that sign means we add these two equations. And to add these two equations, I'll start with the first one, which is 2x plus y. Then that very side, I add the side of the second equation the same, which is 3x minus y, like this. Then is equals to, I take this right side of the first equation, which is 9, then I add the right side of the second equation, which is 11, like that. Then I can open the brackets, and I can say it is 2x plus y, then here plus 3x minus y is equals to 9 plus 11, which is 20. Then from there, I can take this, I can group the like terms together and say it is 2x plus 3x plus y minus y is equals to 0. It's equals to 20, sorry. It's equals to 20. Because here it's 20. So now it becomes 2x plus 3x is 5x. Then you see positive y minus y, it will be 0. So we'll only need to add 0 here. And that's now where the elimination comes in. You see we eliminated y here. So it is 0. So it's equals to 20. So to get x, I need to divide both sides by the coefficient of x, which is 5. So it will be 20 divided by 5, which is 4. So now x is 4, but we also need y. So to get y, I can pick the equations. Let me pick equation 1, and then any place we have x in equation 1, I'll replace it with 4. So it will be 2 into x, but now x is 4, plus y is equals to 9, like that. So 2 multiplied by 4 is 8, plus y is equals to 9. So to get y, I need to pick 9 minus this 8 here, which now becomes 1. So the final solution becomes x is equals to 4 and y is equals to 1. And that's how we apply the method of elimination to solve simultaneous equations. Can you try a bit advanced question, this question 2, where you are told to use the method of elimination to solve the simultaneous equations 3x plus 2y is equals to 16, then 4x plus 3y is equals to 26. So as usual, the first step is to number the equations. The first one is equation 1, the second one is equation 2, like this. Then from there, we'll find out which between these two is easier to eliminate. But in this case, you see, both of them looks like they are a bit complicated to eliminate because neither x nor y have the same coefficients. So we need to pick one and force the coefficients of that one to be the same. And in this case, I can pick y. So I want to force the coefficient of y in both equations to be the same. And to do so, I need to pick the coefficient of y in the first equation. I multiply the second equation with that coefficient. Then I take the coefficient of y in the second equation. I multiply that coefficient in the first equation. So what do I mean? I'll pick in this second equation, I'll pick this 2 and I multiply everything in equation 2 with this 2. So it will be that equation 2, let me write it here. It will be 5x, but now multiplied by 2. So 2 multiplied by 5x, it will be 10x. Then plus 2 multiplied by 3y, it will be 6y, like that. Then is equals to 2 multiplied by 26, which is 52. Then we do the same at the first equation. So we take this 3 and we multiply everything in the first equation with this 3 here. So it will be 3 multiplied by 3x, which is 9x. Let me just write it here, no problem. Then plus 3 multiplied by 2y, it will be 6y. Then is equals to 3 multiplied by 16, which is 48. Yes, just like that. And now we have the two equations. The order doesn't matter. We can just solve them like this. We don't need to interchange to put this one as the first and this one as the second. We can just solve them like this. Then from there, you see now y has become the same. So I asked my same question. If I have 6y, and then in the first equation, and then again 6y in the second one, which sign will I put here so that the 6y and this one, the answer will be 0. And automatically that sign will be negative. So that 6y minus 6y, it will be 0. So now, since I know the sign, I take this sign and apply it in these two equations, meaning I'll subtract the two equations. So I pick the first part of this first equation. Now we are not dealing with this one, we are dealing with these ones. So I'll take 10x plus 6y in brackets minus this minus here. The second part in this second equation, which is 9x plus 6y is equals to 52 minus 48. 2 minus 48, like that. Then I can open the brackets and say it is 10x plus 6y minus 9x, this one, then again minus 6y is equals to 52 minus 48, which is 4. Then from there, I can just group the like terms together and say it's 10x minus 9x plus 6y minus 6y is equals to 4, like that. Then 10x minus x, 9x to be x, then plus 0, because 6y minus 6y is 0 is equals to 4. So x will be equal to 4. But now that we know x, we can know y. So to get y, I can come in the first equation here and say it is 3, but I know x is 4. then plus 2y is equals to 16, like that. So 3 multiplied by 4 is 12, then 12 plus 2y is equals to 16, like that. So I take 12 on the other side, so it will be 2y is equals to 16 minus 12, which is 4. So 2y will be equal to 4. So I divide both sides by 2. So it will be y is equals to 4 over 2, which is equals to 3. So our final answers, let me write them here, is x is equals to 4, y is equals to 2. That's how we solve the simultaneous equations using the elimination method. Now, can we try our problem? This question 3 here. So in this question 3, you are told, use the method of elimination to find the value of x and y, where 100 tickets cost x pounds and child tickets cost y pounds. 300 tickets and 2 child tickets cost that 4 pounds. 500 tickets and 2 child tickets cost 50 pounds. So the first thing we note from the equation is that adult tickets cost x pounds, and then child tickets cost y pounds. Then from there, we are told 3 adult tickets and 2 child tickets cost 34 pounds. So 3 adult tickets, it means if each adult ticket costs x pounds, then 3 will cost 3 multiplied by this x, which will be 3x. Then when we had how many number of child tickets? 2 child tickets. But then 1 child ticket costs y, so 2 costs 2y. And the total of this is 34 pounds. Then again, we are told 500 tickets. That means since 100 ticket is x, so 5 will be 5 multiplied by x, which will be 5x plus, we are told, and 2 child tickets, so 2 multiplied by y, which will be 2y, is equals to, you are told, they cost 50 pounds. Then, of course, you are told to find the cost of 100 ticket and the cost of 1 child ticket. So from here now we have the 2 simultaneous equations. As usual, we can number this one as equation 1 and this one as equation 2. The next step is to find out which one between x and y is easier to eliminate. And in this case, I can see x doesn't have the same coefficient, but y does. Y, the coefficient of y in both the equations is 2, sorry. It is easier to eliminate y. The next step is to pick the 2y of the first equation, then 2y of the second equation. Then I ask myself, which symbol will I put there, such that when I take this and this, the result will be 0. And in this case, the sign will be negative. So it will be 2y minus 2y is 0. And now that I know this sign, I apply it in these 2 equations. So I'll pick the first part of the first equation, which is 3x plus 2y, like this. Then minus, where minus is our symbol here, the first part of the second equation, which is 5x plus 2y, like this, is equals to this 34 minus 50, like that. Then from there, I can open the brackets and say it is 3x plus 2y minus 5x minus 2y. I'm multiplying this negative with this 5x, which becomes minus 5x. Then negative multiplied by positive is negative, so minus 2y is equals to 34 minus 50, like that. Now from there, I can group the like terms together and say it is 3x minus 5x plus 2y minus 2y is equals to 34 minus 50, which is negative 16, like that. And from there, 3x minus 5x is 2x, negative of course, then positive 2y minus 2y, it will be 0. So we don't need to put a 0 here. You can say it's the same as negative 60, like that. Then since we have a negative here and negative there, we can just cancel them. Now we have 2x is equals to 16. Then from there, I can divide both sides by 2 and x becomes 8. So one adult ticket is £8. How about a child ticket? We can just take an equation. Let us take equation 1, where we have 3x. And now we already know x is 8, so it will be 3 into 8 plus 2y is equals to 34. Then from there, 3 multiplied by 8 is 24. Then plus 2y is equals to 34. So 2y then would mean it is 34 minus 24. I took this on the other side. Here it was positive, on the other side it will be negative. Then from there it will mean then, do it here, to mean then 2y is equals to 10, because 34 minus 24 is 10. And question 5, and if there is a place you don't understand, you can ask me in the comment section. I'll try my level best to answer. And let us meet in the next lesson, where we are going to solve different questions on a different topic. Bye for now.